What's going on at the bottom of my screen? But anyway, oh hi, it's there. And let's continue with Minecraft. RTX Survival, shall we? Oh, this mod's so good. But yeah, there still hasn't been any updates to anything related to the mod, so I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, you know, it's not going to get updated anytime soon, if ever. Unfortunately. I mean, it's not like you can't use it in modern Minecraft updates. It should just work fine, I believe. But, it just, you'll be missing blocks and items. Mostly blocks because items don't make much sense in this mod. But anyway. Well, I mean, I guess that axe is the Lego Minecraft axe. But anyway, my throat hurts. Oh, wait, music's too loud. Random music is too loud. I really hate OBS. I really, truly do. But I haven't been able to record the last couple of days because of that weaking out problem. I was hoping it was just an HDMI cable going bad because they're so delicate these days. But, it wasn't that, unfortunately. It was the HDMI port on my laptop. Hopefully it's not broken. That would be terrible because it just got this laptop. Remember, I got a new version of the Alienware laptop. But anyway, because my old one was having a lot of issues thanks to the rogue AI that was affecting it. But anyway. I thought I wanted to record, but now I don't feel like recording, which is really weird for me. Because I've been wanting to record for the last few months, but just couldn't. Okay, let's try to do something about this. Okay, actually, we can do it from the inside. This is the shovel. Now let's try going down to the bottom of the bottom of the river, and then we can try dredging from under it. If so, we can just take off from the bottom. It doesn't. I don't think it'll be too much of an ecological disaster. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the time is coming for my prediction. For prediction of what's going to happen with, you know, the of what. Oh, this is going to be impossible. I got it. Good. That did absolutely nothing. What? I don't know, I did something, alright. I'm just gonna have to do it more often. Oh, this is just annoying. Whoops. Yeah, I'm still getting used to mousing on the edge of my 16-inch laptop. I got so used to on the Excuse me? Oh, it's raining, okay. Oh, I can mine these out. Yeah, that's the thing I can do. this would be a good position to. I know that needs to be. That sucks. Now we need all of the cobbled B plate we can get because we're going through it so fast. Midday. I love having a clock again. Like in the rest of the series, it's so hard to just survive. We haven't been building a clock. Also, finding gold and redstone has been exceptionally difficult in the rest of the series. Now let's see if we can dredge. I do want to be out of here, but I do want to go back to the bed for sleeping because I do not want to fight around. I really do not like them. But yeah, so story time. Like I said, my prediction for when the two witnesses will get sick and then get better is coming up in 2 days. I'm really nervous because I don't predict stuff out loud like that. I just don't. It's one of the things about my again. I just got up, so I'm having the sand. Yes, sand. Good sand. Oh, perfection. Oh, such good sand. Now we can actually, build stuff. Or now we can actually get windows. It's gravel, has to be gravel. Yeah, found the water. So I'm nervous about that because I usually don't predict stuff out loud because I'm just not. I'm just not. I want to record, but I don't feel like recording. Such a weird feeling. But yeah, but yeah, it's just one of the things. I just don't feel like saying things out loud because I could be wrong. So yeah. Also, me and Casey are doing well. Man, I really should never record when I just get up. It's just not something It's just not something that I'm like something about my I'm trying to use the X, please. Thank you. So yeah, so we'll see. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine. It's good. Because I don't want the two witnesses thing to be, to be that blatant, which a lot of Revelations isn't. Like I said, I'm having to decode the thing, and it's not easy to decode. But I'm the only one who can do it because, well, I'm the only one with the vantage point of. I'm the only one with the vantage point of. I'm the only one with the vantage point to be able to decode it. Like, it's just. So far, Revelations has just been like a little project for me. Because a lot of it I can help. A lot of it I can't. A lot of it I can't. Again, I'm just out of it. A lot of it I can't help. I mean, a lot of it is useless information because because essentially is, stuff that already has happened. And even if I grew up a church guy, you know, if I grew up as a church boy, I don't think I would have been able to crack the code either. I mean, I actually scratch that. I would be able to, at least some of it, but it's just not it's just not something that was made for. It's just not something that was made to be decoded all that early. It was made to be decoded now and just serve as just a little and serve as really don't feel good. I mean, I really don't feel like able to commentate, and I'm having issues with, of course, getting comfortable to be able to be able to play, but still, especially with my wacky setup. So yeah. So Revelations was never meant to really be decoded as prophecy. It was meant to be decoded as you're on the right track. And like I said, oh, and also we know we're almost done with Revelation because we're on the sixth angel pouring the bowl onto the sun to create fire and earthquakes on Earth. Which, how many people actually know that that solar weather, you know, affects Earth in any way but solar flares? Like me jamming all the evil I could, me jamming the null force, then all the evil I could into the middle of the sun to be in the middle of the sun to be in the middle of the sun to act as a 0-point reactor. Would actually affect the Earth and actually show a physical effect. Which is very nice. I didn't mean to do that because I didn't mean to press the touchpad. That go. My setup again is being wacky as usual, but it's kind of just needing to be the way it is, and I'm just needing to get used to it. Like I got used to it on my other Alienware laptop, which was 18 inches, but the reason why I chose 16 inches for this one is because it was cheaper, and I was hoping for extra room, but I was hoping for extra room, but I'm just having to deal with a very tiny area to use my mouse. Which I like having my mouse on stupid high DDP because it allows me to use it like a joystick, which is way easier for me to do, for me to use a mouse than as a slow DDP giant thing that takes up like a bajillion feet for you to be able to have a nice experience with the mouse. At least we're getting sand, which is very good. But yeah, so we're almost done with Revelations, and people are just now figuring out that maybe maybe Revelations is coming. However, it's very interesting. There are people that, who are just figuring it out, that are, that are not in the know. I mean, just figuring out, just figuring out on their own, outside of us in the know. And there's us in the know just spreading misinformation. We're helping them understand the situation. We're helping them understand the situation we're all in, but they're just not catching on to it. We're actually pretty high up in the river. I love this mod so much. But yeah, it's really sad that the creator of the mod, died from cancer. And it just is, and the mod just isn't done yet. You will never be able to see his mod through you will never see his mod through completion. And maybe the mod will not be able to be completed. Because I would think that someone would have grabbed his accounts by now, or be offering progress outside of their Discord. I haven't seen anything about that yet. I didn't make this block there. Oh yeah. So yeah, decoding of relations has been going good. It's just that, again, it's just not meant to be a prophecy. It's just meant to be it's just meant to be a roadmap for me, knowing where I am in relations, and where we have come from Revelations. Like I said, Revelation goes back 30 years with my timeline, and it branches into their verse 2, something which I couldn't have predicted either. So yeah. We're midday, that's good. I do want more sand, please. Okay, we're almost to the bottom. Perfection? I think? No. Well, we're out of daylight again. Actually, let's get these out of the way so they don't get underwater. Keeping an eye on the clock. It's so nice you can have it offhand nowadays. But yeah, no, and also, by the way, something I realized is Casey has been using the last few months as just one giant, wedding event. And then that's funny. But it's also kind of true. Like, she's always wanted a nice, big Christian wedding. But since we can't do that, nor even be married, with a license or live together, in fact, because of disability, which I want to get on. Just because I do need it. Being a prophet doesn't pay, but being God does. I do have an honorarium with with my heroes. But people don't need to know that. I mean, of course, you guys need to know that. You need to know that I'm okay, financially. And we're out pickaxes. We gotta go back anyway because it's getting dark. But I like this little dredging setup I have here. So yeah. And also, we have been going back and forth with each other, during this waiting period that's going to be lasting. This is going to be lasting the majority of a year, for crying out loud. Because when when Casey went to Shanghai, did her performance, and as she was done as customary, she got some flowers, but she also realized that the flowers were a sunflower and a rose, and a sunflower and some roses, which, you know, is a fighter, which is a pretty good, which is, you know, something the Holy Spirit did for her, you know, just out of our love. So yeah, it's been back and forth. And also something I realized, my mind has been in a tug of war between our side, their side, the enemy, and just normal physical people. I still have no idea what to call them. I mean, Shizno is pretty apt, but kind of rude. Normals, okay, but not really true. You know, they're normals for normals in Green and Blue too, who are immoral. So I can't say mortal either because they may not be moral for very long. So yeah, just physicals might be the best way of saying it. Normal, mortal, physicals. Excuse me. I was using that keyboard. Oh, what? Oh, come on. That's stupid. Why did that proc? Get out of here. Why did that engage? That's really stupid. How did that happen? I know the chat window is open when you sleep, but how did that happen in particular? I guess maybe I pressed, you know, the A and W keys a little too early. But it's stupid that will start chatting. I don't know. But no, like and like I said, our wedding. Actually, have I said this shit? But me and Casey's, you know, official high five, being married thing, will be happening around my birthday here in 2025. So yeah, there's still a lot to be done. I'm still not quite sure how Jesus will come back to Earth. I'm pretty I mean, I know how. It's just we pour in more magic. We open the magic faucet and get more magic in you know, in this reality. So angels don't have to be angels don't have to. Oh, I need another pickaxe. Whoops. There we go. I'll get my tree. Alright, need another pickaxe. So yeah. So you know, resurrection, glorified bodies, and angelic forms should all be able to work, and you know, in this reality as soon as should be all be able to work in this reality as soon as Revelation is over. And maybe that's a large part of Revelation. Revelation wasn't just, you know, beat the enemy to death. I mean, there's a lot of that too, but yeah, good. I'd burn that. You know, there's a lot to it. You know, so I need stone. And I had room for one. Fantastic. Not need my hoe. Don't need so many axes. Do need that shovel. I am going to need more oak logs in there. Get that deep clay in there. My inventory's all kind of messed up. Yeah, I swear I did have oak planks. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to get that many out. Okay, rub that. Again, but sloppy. Oh, that's not good. one stick, then you have the wheat 2. You have the dirt, have more dirt. Have the gravel, have more dirt. Have full stick of cobblestone. Full stick. Have the deep slate. We got 24 sand. That's actually probably plenty for a while. It's like I have so many resources actually. I do need the oak saplings. Oh, and the sugar cane can come too. Come on. Yeah, I'm still getting used to my setup. I actually do feel better now, so let's continue. Just checking the time. 26 minutes since start. This puzzle of a staircase. I do love this aesthetic of deep slate and cobblestone. It just works, you know? It can only go next to water now? Actually, I'm pretty sure. It's normal. I'm going to need to get rid of you. I love this mod so much. All the squids. All the squids. Midday already. I'm just going to the dredge. Put one right there. We already need more dirt, which is good. We need the dirt. Always need dirt. But yeah. Yeah, me and Casey, me and Casey have been, or Casey lately hasn't been, it hasn't come to my room very much, hasn't come to my house very much, but, she'll come when she wants to. Okay. I was in the corner. Grabbing pickaxe, I'll be wholly wasted on that block if I allowed it to. Lost that brick, but that's fine. Also, I'm trying. Also, we're trying to rebuild my memory from the fact that I had to compartmentalize so much and forget so much from my childhood and young adulthood. That it's just a matter. It's just the process of recovering from the Null War, from my efforts in the Null Wars. So yeah, I love this mod so much, especially with Reimagined, I believe is what this is the RTX mod I'm using. But yeah, so already time to wrap up this episode. We got some time for wheat. But wheat don't got time for us. Yeah, it's not fully done yet. pickaxes away because they don't stack. There we go. I'm playing very sloppily, but again, I'm still getting used to my setup. And it doesn't quite matter because as long as creeper explosions don't ruin our day, we can die with that. We can die with just we can die and retain our inventory. So it's not that big of a risk to not play absolutely perfectly. But anyway. So yeah, that'll be the first video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. And yeah, not much on story this time, but it's because we're in a slow time. For news after all of that we just went through. But so yeah, I'm just I'm just waiting for the next major canon events to happen. And I believe, well, I mean, Iran is dead. Iran is very, very dead from the regime of the past few decades, context anyway. So hopefully, so then that's the first Axis of Evil member to fall. We still need Russia, China, and North Korea to fall to have our nice, peaceful world. Trump has been trying to negotiate with, the evildoers, but the evildoers are doing their best to abuse his trust. So yeah. So I guess next up is China tries to take Taiwan, or they actually negotiate, and we actually be friends again for the first time for the last few decades. Or last time since since 2010, I want to say. If you're being very generous with what friend means. In Russia, I do have hope that Putin will come around, and I actually do want to negotiate with Ukraine, because he can win the war if he fully mobilizes his country, but I don't think he wants to do that, at least not quite yet. Because Putin actually does care about his people, beyond the people that he throws through windows, or off stairs, or just shoots out of the sky with a SAM system. But anyway. North Korea, they just want to live. They're probably willing to go to the negotiation table as long as they get to live with their little regime. Because they're not really harming anything right now. They're just helping They're just helping the other Axis members, Axis of Evil members, survive. Or try to win against the U.S. in this secret World War III. But anyway, I love the reflection on the axe and the clock. But anyway, alright, that was film. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.